In the late 1960s and early 1970s, British rock music was entering a new era. Amplifiers grew louder, riffs grew heavier, and audiences grew larger than ever before. At the center of this transformation stood two bands whose names would become inseparable from the birth of hard rock and heavy metal: Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple. Though often grouped together, the relationship between the two bands was never entirely comfortable. Led Zeppelin emerged in 1968, blending blues, folk, and raw power into a sound that felt ancient and modern at once. Their music leaned on mysticism, primal rhythm, and a sense of danger. Deep Purple, formed earlier, followed a different path, grounded in classical influence, technical precision, and virtuosic musicianship, particularly through John Lord's Hammond organ and Ritchie Blackmore's neoclassical guitar style. The tension between the bands was less about open hostility and more about philosophy. Deep Purple often viewed Led Zeppelin as chaotic and overly dependent on blues tradition. Ritchie Blackmore, known for his sharp tongue, once criticized Zeppelin's looseness on stage, suggesting that technical discipline mattered more than raw intensity. To Purple, structure and control were the foundation of power. Led Zeppelin, meanwhile, rarely responded directly. Their music spoke instead: long improvisations, shifting tempos, and performances that felt closer to ritual than recital. Jimmy Page believed that music should breathe, even if it meant imperfection. To Zeppelin, emotion mattered more than precision. The rivalry also played out in commercial success. Led Zeppelin rapidly became one of the biggest bands in the world, filling stadiums and breaking attendance records. Deep Purple, despite massive success with albums like Machine Head and songs like Smoke on the Water, often felt overshadowed in the public imagination. This imbalance fueled resentment, not necessarily among fans, but within the competitive ecosystem of British rock. There were also moments of direct confrontation. Stories circulated of tense encounters backstage and in hotels, fueled by ego, alcohol, and the relentless pressure of fame. While rarely violent, the atmosphere reflected a broader cultural moment, a time when bands were not just artists, but symbols of dominance in a rapidly expanding industry. Yet, despite the rivalry, both bands were shaped by mutual respect, even if it was rarely spoken aloud. Deep Purple pushed technical boundaries, influencing generations of musicians with their precision and classical integration. Led Zeppelin expanded the emotional and sonic scope of rock, proving that heaviness could be mystical, dynamic, and deeply expressive. In hindsight, the conflict was never truly personal. It was a clash of ideologies: discipline versus instinct, structure versus freedom, and rock music needed both. Without Deep Purple, heavy rock might have lacked its technical backbone. Without Led Zeppelin, it might have lacked its soul. Their rivalry did not weaken the genre, it defined it.